Welcome back to another round, and yeah, here I am, Mr. Mr. Kyle. So we are back here with Extreme Racing League, and today for round 20, we're now coming to the final rounds of this season. We'll be here at Mexico track. There's a lot of room for overtaking, especially at the main straight into turn 1, a very long straight, and more of a technical sector 2, and a very short sector 3. So far, we have 12 minutes left. We have Gabs in the Renault on the fastest time, 1:14.6 for Gabs. Okay, let's see. Let's flip Armstrong. Let's see what tires. And we have, so far, we only have Connor go on the mediums. And that's, as usual, I'm not surprised, invalidated lap for Mr. Flip. Go for Amir, who I suppose will be champion of Season 1 right after this race, after a spectacular season from him. Yeah, AV going to second, AV who is in a vital battle with Connor for second place in this Drivers' Championship. Also, we have the Constructors' Championship between Amir, Hank, not Hank, oh my god, between Racing Point and Alfa Romeo. So we had Amir, a fastest sector 1 and a fastest sector 2 for Amir. And Amir with a 1:14.2, which now will be on provisional pole. Fastest than Gabs, about 0.3 seconds. Here is Flip, who is trying, I think, trying another lap. Maybe this time he does something good. 1:15.7, but I'm 7th fastest only. So my forecast says we'll be having a wet race. We're gonna have, not a wet race, we're gonna have rain in the race to see how drivers adjusted their setups and who become victorious in the race. How much? A 36 lap race. It's a short circuit, 4.3 kilometers. So I'm more with Dash, no, not Dash. Dash on an invalidated lap. Back here in the top, we have had Damien improve his time to go 3rd fastest now. Seems Connor, who improved 0.1 seconds in Sector 1. We have Sector 2, a fastest Sector 2 from Connor is 0.4 seconds. And Connor crossing the line at 1:14.4. just behind Amir in P2. And went back down here. See Dupe War in the McLaren starting the lap. We have everyone on softs. And the old Dupe War, that, and I think it's a lot of time lost from Dupe. I don't know what they are doing with Hank. See how much Elias is doing. And the fastest middle sector from Elias, and I think, oh, that was close. Pretty decent lap from Elias. Oh, and that was invalidated. Yeah, it was a fast lap from Elias anyway. 1:14.6, and he even slowed down. So I think that was going for pole from the new driver on his first race. Oh, and the AV improving his time, 5th fastest from AV. On board with Alton. So the Red Bulls are going to be able to catch up to Racing Point and Alfa Romeo in the Constructors' Championship. If they performed well, the both of them, it could be a really good chance. And I don't know why they're doing a meetup here, maybe. I don't know what's happened. They went both on the grass. Let's go with Amir, see if he's gonna improve his lap. And Amir going slower in sector 1. And then invalidated lap from Amir. See if Gab's gonna take the advantage and take pole from Amir. Gab's also going slower in sector 1. And fastest in sector 2. And Gabs crossing the line on 1:14.3, still slower than Amir. His chance off. Connor going for one more lap. You can see most of the drivers go for one more lap. Someone with Stash who's still out of time. And Dash fastest in the middle sector. Dash is gonna be losing a bit of time behind Dupe. Oh, and Dash, he's lost a bit of time here. And I think still a decent time from Dash. A 114.1 actually fastest. Dash now on provisional pole ahead of Amir by about 0.1 seconds. That will be it for Gabs. I don't think he got time to do another flying lap. So he's gonna be enough of that time. Now let's stay with Amir, who'll see if he's gonna improve in time and take back pole. And Amir going fastest in sector 1. See, Amir will be striking back against Dash. And fastest in sector 2 from Amir. And as I am expecting, Amir going fastest by only about only 70 milliseconds faster than Dash. And we have had a retirement from Cookie. It's unfortunate. Now AV starting, no, not starting a lot. Yes. Nope. Okay, let's see with Ilyes. Another retirement. Ilyes only got one chance to settle up. He needs to not do any mistake. And Ilyes going fastest in the middle sector. And he's gonna lose a bit of time behind Moti. See how much Ilyes will do, and 114.5, fifth fastest from Ilyes. He could have done better. He lost a bit of time behind Moti. So, ow, whoa, they went into each other. Okay. So I don't think anyone still got a lap. So that'll be another pole for our champion to be. Amir, followed by Connor, who is... Oh, Connor actually went to second, 5 milliseconds ahead of Dash. It's really close. Gabs fourth. Then you have Ilyes fifth. 3 new drivers, 3, 4, 5. Damien sixth. AV for 7th. 8th for Alton. Moti 9th. Flip 10th. Cookie 11th. Jim 12th, Myro 13th, and have Hank 14th, Dupor 15th, Raleigh 16th, Longspeed 17th, and then back to Yeah, I've had long speed 17 and finally Aibo 18th. Yeah, as I've said, it's raining in Mexico. It's gonna be a start on the wet tires, I suppose. Yeah. So I think everyone is on inters. Starting the formation lap. We have Sam Connor disqualified from the session. Wow. Predicted pit stop strategy, either a 2-stop or a 3-stop. So waiting for the lights, and let's go, and it's lights out and away we go here for the Mexican Grand Prix. A very bad start from Connor, or I don't know why, a very bad start. Already losing second to Tash. See, you're coming into turn 1. You have Connor falling into third, and I don't suppose we have anything bad up till now. Very tense. Gabs falling into P7, and the amazing start from Alta and the other Red Bull. Red Bulls are now 3-4, and Gabs falling more positions. I don't know what's happening. We have yellow flags into the. We have an Alfa Romeo of Hank. What's happening? It's back here. We have Amir already with a 1.4 second. Down here we got AV, a very good start from AV, already up into 4th position. It's a pretty decent start. We have had Elias and Damien going wheel to wheel, and you can see Elias ahead of Damien. Pretty decent move from Elias. We're gonna have Damien now with this stream to this very long straight into turn 1. Slowly trying to go for the inside. And again, wheel to wheel into turn 1, and Damien ahead of Elias. Decent move from Elias. Now with Alton, sorry. No flip, going off track. Pretty very harsh conditions. And flips, no, not this. This will be the first penalty taker. We're gonna have a lot of those. And oh, we've had Damien go and move on Gabs. Another good move from Damien. And another fastest lap from Amir. But Gabs got the pace over Damien. And will now be taking the outside line into turn 1. And Gabs, oh, and he almost went into Alton. But I think will he be ahead? No, he will not be ahead after almost going into Alton's back. Now, oh, going on the grass. Pretty Gabs really aggressive. It's really a shame his first race is a wet race. Wouldn't be able to show us his real skills. Oh, and we have Amir. Amir is having a moment. He now fell into P9, giving Tash the lead. I don't know what happened with Amir. It's not usual Amir having such moments. Now down to P9. I don't know if he got any damage. I think he spun into the fast corners of Sector 2. Another move from Damien. Damien now up into P5, and Tash with the fastest lap of the race. And here we go for the battle for second, and the battle for second in the constructors, AV and Connor now. Actually a pretty exciting race so far, and Alton and Gabs will be heading into turn 1. Wheel to wheel, and oh no. And we have Alton, no, still Alton behind. I don't know what I saw. But pretty exciting race so far for a wet race. Seems AV is really gaining a lot of pace over Connor. And Elias, oh, AV got a penalty, so that's gonna give him an advantage, but AV now going fastest in the middle sector. And AV with a now fastest lap. AV setting a 1:29.2. Actually, no, we've had Damien the fastest lap. Damien's really with a spectacular performance so far. A lot of overtakes from Damien. See position change. He's up. Even though he's only up one position, I think he really did well with his moves. Now AV real close, looking at the gearbox of Connor. So now if AV will be having enough pace in this very long straight, and I suppose he does have pace, but not enough. And we have Gabs going into that 1:28 and taking fastest lap from Damien. Gabs is directly behind Damien. So we have Flip here in the party. Flip, who's known to be a very good driver in the wet. See if he's gonna do another good performance in the wet. Back here we also have Elias in 8th, on Alton in 7th. Another fastest lap from Gabs. Gabs really flying. He's now within critical distance of Damien. He's gonna pull off an overtake. Meanwhile, we have Dash in first. Pretty much smooth ride for Dash so far. Is increasing his lead vastly over Connor. And wait, what did we have? Oh, that Flip and AV with a showdown. And you have the leader of the race now receiving a 3-second time penalty. Now Flip, he's behind AV in the straight. No flip, losing time and receiving a 3-second time penalty. And Amir doing another overtake and an excellent one. Also Elias trying to go on Alton. Double attacks from all sides on Alton. Back in AV. I think AV is faster than Connor. In the last lap, AV was faster than Connor by 0.3 seconds. Still AV not getting that chance for an overtake. Imagine if this were a dry race, what would we have had? Now Elias now going into the pits. I think Elias, I don't know what strategy is gonna be going on. And Myra will also with our new enters. See how much Gab's really coming now behind Damien. They'll be going into turn 1 and wheel to wheel, and pretty well orchestrated move from, but no, that's not over, but I think it is now. Gab's now into P5. Seeing very nice overtakes here in, even it's raining. Yeah, sure. Let's go with the race leader for a lap. And Long Speed retired from the race. And we have Tash now going into the pits. I suppose Connor is staying out. Also Avi staying out. Everyone's staying out apparently. So we only had Tash go into the pits now. Alton go into the pits. Oh, and we have Jim retiring from the race, and we have a virtual safety car. Virtual safety car has been called after Jim's incident in the main straight. Let's see if you can take a good look from my roll on Jim. See Jim's car. basically taking too much curb, I think. You know, the virtual safety car has been called. It's gonna that's gonna narrow the grid a bit. Yeah, Flip going to the pits, AV. Connor staying out. Oh, and Tash receiving a drive-through penalty. That will be really disappointing for the race leader. Not the race leader, the driver who was the race leader for a lot of laps. And they have to serve a drive-through penalty. Now Connor leading the race. Oh, and you've had AV try to go, and that's the penalty for AV for exceeding track limits. We went for more Flip also really exceeding track limits. See AV really close now behind Flip. Back here and Flip getting away. You know, we have Connor now going into the pits. Gabs is staying out. Amir is in P9 after a disappointing incident back in the earlier laps. And Gabs another fastest lap, and oh, Amir really struggling. Got a bad exit from turn 6. Oh, and Tash was just disqualified from the session for ignoring the drive-through penalty. It's a black flag for Tash in his first race. I don't know why he didn't serve his drive-through penalty. Update about Tash. Well, Tash got disqualified. So, that's not the race he wanted. And we have now Gabs going for his stop. See if he's gonna come out. Yeah, he's gonna come out behind Connor for sure. He's gonna have the... I don't know if Gabs is maybe going for a one-stop. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know why Gabs left the session. See if I can invite him back. Okay. And back here, having Connor lead. Yes. Trying to overtake the AI of Gabs. Well, let's take a look at it anyway. Oh, we've had Alton. I don't know what's happening with Elias, but oh, that was close between Alton and Elias. Elias now into sixth. And that's Alton now fourth. See now, as you can see, Elias also do that move. And yeah, everyone overtaking Gabs actually. Now Flip, now 0.3 seconds behind the leader of the race, Connor. I think Flip got 6 seconds worth of penalties. Meanwhile, we've got Mr. Connor. This got only one warning up till now. Pretty decent from Connor. And Ibo retired, and we have a safety car in lap 20, you could say. It's gonna be lap 20 soon. You're gonna have a safety car. It's the first safety car. Oh, and we have Connor now pitting, and also... Oh, Connor actually receiving a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car, even though he was going to the pits. I don't know why he got served a drive-through penalty. We have Flip, Connor, AV serving a drive-through, so we'll technically gonna see AV in the lead because Connor got a drive. Actually, you're gonna see Flip in the lead because Connor got a drive-through. Just a moment. It's pretty, I don't know, yeah, I don't think he deserved that drive-through. He was going into the pits, so I don't know why he received, but he probably was speeding for a long time before going to the pits. So he got the drive-through. He will be serving it and pulling down the pack a lot. So I suppose we're gonna have one more lap of the safety car, so probably racing back in lap 23. And we got everyone on new tires except Gabs and Raleigh. And actually we may be racing back in lap 22. See if I'm gonna get a message from race control. The safety car will be or will be not in this lap. And I suppose no, we're gonna have one more lap, as I've said. And see how much his safety car will be changing. Oh, we still have Connor not... I don't know, he needs to serve his drive-through maybe now. We'll meet the same fate of Dash, who got disqualified because of a drive-through penalty. And sorry. And the safety car will be in this lap. As I said, we'll be racing back again in lap 23 of the race with 14 laps left to go. Although we have a collision, Alton and Liez, I don't know what happened between the two of them, but we have collision. And all eyes are, oh, and we have AV will be side by side, will flip into turn 1, and AV now second, but turn 2, and we're gonna have a nice battle, and AV ahead of Flip now. It's exciting race. I hope it was a dry race. But now he's got Amir, Liez, and Alton and Gab, 3 from the nice train. Another penalty from Liez. He's got now 14 seconds worth of penalties. Connor and still not serving his drive-through. Don't know how many more laps does he have for to serve that. And oh yes. And I don't know. And now Connor actually going in to serve his drive-through. So now AV leading the race, but he got flipped right behind. And speaking of comebacks, we have Amir now into 5th position. He may still get a chance, sort of podium maybe, but that's gonna be a long road for him next 10 laps, especially in these conditions. Now have AV leading, but let's see if he's gonna maintain that lead. And in the current condition, we're gonna have AV. See how much point gain. If the positions stayed as they are now, we're gonna have Ivy retaking 2nd position from Connor by 1 point. It's really gonna be going down to the last round. And I think what a shocker is, Gabs setting a fastest lap on his 11 lap inters. Gabs still extracting the most of these tires. another penalty for flip. Which will be making it easier for AV, and he's gonna fall a lot of positions if. Oh, and Myro will retire from the session on the main straight 2, same place where Jim retired, and we're gonna have another safety car in lap 28. We're gonna have a safety car, and Connor receiving another drive-through penalty. Oh my god, what's happening today with Connor? It's the second drive-through of the race. Really shocking from Connor. Gab's now going to the pits, changing his stars, even though he did a fastest lap on them. This time I'm gonna have AV leading the pack, except if one of the pits, but Amir is back into P4. We have Connor gonna have to serve another drive-through penalty, which will really hit his fight with AV really hard. So I suppose I'm gonna be racing back again. With Alton and Amir. It's collision and so will we be racing back again? No. No, we won't be racing back again. So it seems that we'll be racing back again in lap 32. And now the safety car will be in this lap and we'll be racing again. This will be our that'll be our second restart. Now with AV leading. We'll be racing back to lap 32 with only 5 laps left to go in this Grand Prix. Now AV, waiting for AV signal for the green flags, and here we go. See an amazing race from Alton, is now third. And Connor serving his drive-through penalty. And now down to 11th. See if, and as I've said, Amir may be getting a podium because if you take a look at the penalties, Alton with a 10-second time penalty. And Flip with a 12-second time penalty, so that would be Amir's second actually. And we have a safety car. Whoa, what happened? What happened? We have another safety car. We have Dupe. Yes, and Connor also. No, Dupe. I don't know what happened. Dupe also having collision with Connor. You know why we have a safety car? We only have 4 laps left to go. So, my God. think it's incident between Elias, and then Connor came in and collided with Dupe also. Elias got wing damage. He's gonna pit. Also Connor will be pitting. Connor receiving a 3-second time penalty. What a disaster of a race for Connor. He's gonna be losing second place to Avi, that's for sure. Elias, Dupe and Connor. Don't know what happened first between Elias and Dupe. But what I can see, what I saw was Connor go right into Dupe. So how is we looking for us? Suppose Amir may take the win from AV. Amir may be winning it again. Shouldn't have came me a long shot, but AV got a 6 seconds time penalty. And see in Amir how many stops. We had Elias use 5 sets of inters. Amir only one warning, so you might have had AV. Oh, it's gonna take this warning. So AV needs a 6-second lead over Amir, who's in 4th. He needs just a moment. Really sorry for that. So yeah, as I was saying, AV needs a 6-second lead to win, and Flip needs the 2 seconds over Alton to stay in the podium, or no, stay in second. Oh no, I think second is really hard because he needs 12 seconds over Amir. So Flip needs 2 seconds to be over Alton, not over, third, whatever. So we noted that Gabs is on fresh inters, and he's gonna have better grip. He should be doing some overtaking moves, and back with AV. You know what's happening. Green flags with AV leading. Let's see, Alton, Amir and Damien ahead. Damien and Amir and Odones, we're making way for Gabs, and going into turn 2 and turn 3. It's gonna be Gabs out of Amir. Amir now into 6. Now Gabs into 4th. Yeah, you can see. Oh, but Damien with that late break and collision between the boat, and now Gabs down into P6. It's really unknown who will be getting the podium. See now, final lap of the race, and this will be maybe the final chance for Gabs to gain any positions here on the long straight with his fresh tires. And yeah, currently he will be going for it. And now they'll be going side by side with Amir into turn 1. And wheel to wheel, and I don't think there was collision. And no collision, I think. And Gabs ahead of Amir now. Very good move from from Gabs, sorry. But Damien got 12 seconds worth of penalties, so he's gonna be relegated a lot. See how that after all the penalties, see who will be on the podium for this exciting Mexican Grand Prix. And we have yellow flags, I don't know what. I think it's a lapped car. What is Damien doing? And here we go, we have AV, Alton into second now. See how much will be when Gabs will still be P4 actually. So, finally, Amir second, Alton third, Alton getting his first podium of season in Division 1, and AV taking the win of this full of action, this thriller. What an exciting Grand Prix. And the driver of the day, yeah, I was gonna say it, and in my opinion he is indeed driver of the day. He deserves it. So, it's the AV first, Amir second after very nice comeback from Amir. Alton getting his first podium, third. Just a minute. Yeah, so Alton third, getting his first podium. Flip fourth, Gabs fifth, and getting fastest lap too. Motti sixth, a good performance from Motti. Connor 7, that's gonna hit him in this battle for AV, who won the race. Cookie 8th, Elias 9th, Duport 10th, Damien 11th, Raleigh 12th, Hank 13, 14 for Myrowell, Ibo 15, Jim 16, actually Ibo, Myrowell, Ibo, Jim, Longspeed, Tash not finishing the race. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you next week in Division 1 for the Brazilian Grand Prix, and Friday for Division 2 racing in what? I don't know. And in Britain. So, till then,